What's up, fam? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to Waiter Serve Style, serving you your dose of fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. I'm Crystal Waiters, and I do all of the things. I'm a stylist, makeup artist, a model, fashion and beauty enthusiast, simply put. So if you love fashion and beauty as much as I do, please consider subscribing, joining the family. We have a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers, which we are well on our way. Hello to our new subscribers. Join the family. This channel is geared towards, of course, fashion and beauty, but we have a special niche for tall girls, as I stand at 6 feet tall. So please make sure you're following me on all platforms at Waiter Serve Style, mainly on Instagram and my blog, waiterservestyle.com. And before we go any further, I'm doing better. I remembered. Let's get into the look of the video. It's a good one. Okay, for today's video, we are doing this fun, flirty, sexy, all of the things, child, dress that I got from ASOS. I love this. I featured this in one of my ASOS hauls. I believe it is the second one. So please make sure you check out that video. I'll try to link it below. But I love the cutouts. I love where it's strategically cut out. Now, if you're in the DMV area, you know we just had a snowstorm, so there's no way you're wearing this now unless you're bold. But I love this. This can be worn on a date night, out with the girls, night out on the town. And I paired this with some leopard print pumps to kind of play with the mixing of the prints. So we love this. It's a very comfortable dress, very risque dress, if you will, but not giving too much. Kind of my vibe. So please make sure you get into the look, one, and then two, let's get into the video. It is a good one. Okay, as I mentioned, I do have a blog. I started my blog in 2014, and it has become an outlet for me, a creative outlet for me, as with all of these platforms. But one of the things that I share on my blog that I don't necessarily share on Instagram and here on YouTube is I give you inside tips on how to make your wardrobe work for you, and inspirational posts. There's a lot of things that we go through, and it feels good to have persons of your same age, explaining or sharing their experiences that are going through the same thing. And that's kind of what my blog is. It dabbles a lot into fashion and beauty, but also that hint of inspiration. So today I'm pulling one of my blog posts, and it is for my tall girls. So yes, if you are 5'7" and up, this video is for you. I'm sharing my 5 tips that every tall girl should know. Yes, my 5 tips. So grab a piece of paper. Let's chill out. Let's vibe out on this Sunday morning or whenever you're watching this. And jot down these tips and see how we can make sure our tall girls get the love and respect that we so desperately need and deserve. All right, let's get into it. Tip number 1. Embrace your height. May seem like a simple concept, but you'd be surprised how difficult it is to embrace your height due to people conditioning you to believe that tall is big, tall is not big, tall is tall, big is big. Believing that tall women are unapproachable, intimidating, we have difficulty dating because there's not enough tall men. It blows my mind how much society labels tall women in the sense that we are bad or our height dictates what we can and cannot achieve. We were made to stand out. God created us especially to stand out. There's no way we can fit in. And as it relates to fashion, clothes are literally made for taller people. Hence the reason there is a height requirement when it comes to models. Yes. So tall women, embrace your height. Believe that you are confident. Believe that you are beautiful. Believe that your height is like wealth. It's not enough of it. When it comes again to fashion, clothes just hang on us differently. We can take a simple shirt or dress and turn it into something very elegant, very ethereal because of how we carry ourselves. Once we get that walk together, you'd be surprised how we can literally just change the look just because of our tall frames. But don't listen to ignorant people. Sometimes people can be very ignorant, especially asking stupid questions such as, why are you so tall? Oh, did you play basketball? Like, Tall women, that's the only thing that people over 5'5" can do is play basketball. How about I'm a doctor, or how about I'm a therapist, or how about I'm a lawyer? Why does it necessarily have to be because you're tall, you have to do this? No. Embrace your height. Don't listen to the haters, because that's literally all that they are. They just have to have something to say. But take the time to start loving on yourself. And there's a reason why I have this as number one, is because it takes some time, not just for tall women, but for any woman to really embrace who they are. So embrace your height, number one. Moving right along. Okay, tip number 2 is don't limit your fashion. A lot of times we have some challenges as it relates to being tall, finding clothes because of length. But my little style secret is when you show your wrists and your ankles, you appear smaller. So don't limit your fashion. Try your hand at different trends. Try your hand at different stores. Don't be caught up in a box where, oh, I can't wear this because of my height. I literally shop any and everywhere. Anywhere that makes me feel good, anywhere that I like, I will try and figure out how to make it work. Embrace shorter pants, embrace shorter limbs, but at the same time, have your go-to places where if you want to have that extra length and have your go-to pieces where they literally fit your tall frame perfectly. Have those shops, but at the same time, don't put yourself in a box. My favorite place to shop for tall pieces is ASOS.com. Yes, their tall shop is chef's kiss. The reason being is because their limbs actually are made for tall people. A little tip inside of a tip. Tall and long are two totally different things. Long inseams mainly go up to about 33 inches versus tall inseams go up to 35 inches. Be careful with that, because a lot of people believe because it says long, it will be long enough for you. No. Make sure it says tall, because with tall, it comes with more inches, whether it's the length of your sleeves or the inseam of your pants. So that's kind of a tip within the tip. But don't limit yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. Try your hand at different pieces and get some inspiration from other tall beauties that you love, such as myself. And ask them where they get their pieces from. Be on the lookout, be on the hunt of different runway shows, because all of the models that's featured in the shows are at least 5'7" and above. Some are even 6'2", 6'3". But pay attention to those types of looks, those types of persons, because you can gain inspiration and figure out a way how to either buy those pieces off the runway if you're balling like that, or find different stores that cater to your tall frame. Let me know if you guys are interested in me giving you shopping tips for tall beauties. If you have not subscribed to my blog, please make sure you do, because I actually have a blog post on places to shop for tall frames. So, number 2, don't limit your fashion. Okay, tip number 3. Kind of a nice, the last tip was a nice segue into this tip, but this tip can be used for not just tall girls, but any girls. Make sure your clothes fit you properly. You'd be surprised. Now, yes, you can embrace different types of lengths, but at the same time, there's a such thing as something being too short, and something also being too long. Sometimes tall might not necessarily work for you. You might think you're on the taller side and might need to go long. But make sure your clothes fit. Invest in a tailor. There's a lot of people who think that tailors cost a lot of money, or it costs a lot of money rather to get your clothes altered, and it actually doesn't. Find pieces that fit the largest part of your body. For a lot of people, a lot of women, their hips are a lot of times the largest part of their bottom half or their behind. Make sure you get clothes that fit that area first, and to get a waist taken in, it's like $10 to $15, and then you can keep these pieces for years on end. But make sure your clothes fit. Nothing too tight, nothing too loose either. Make sure your clothes fit perfectly. All right, moving right along. Okay, tip number 4: heels are not the enemy. Heels are not the enemy. A lot of tall women are self-conscious as it relates to wearing heels. I'm not one of them women. I like my heels, and I like my heels very, very high, like my standards. I like my heels high, 4 to 5 inches. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go that high, but don't limit yourself from not wearing heels at all. Because here's the thing. You're tall with or without them. So why sacrifice a pair of cute shoes for the sake of not wanting to wear heels because you feel like you're going to be taller than everybody? You're already probably taller than most people. And once you get the confidence, once you start embracing your height, once you have on that perfect outfit, find you a cute pair of heels that you can pump through a room in and literally get a bang out of life. I'm saying this because I feel like heels in a weird way gives you that level of confidence, like, yeah, I'm doing something. I know what I'm doing, and I know that I look good. And when you look good, you feel good. And a lot of times, especially with tall women, we are conditioned to believe that tall women shouldn't wear heels because you will have ignorant people who say, oh, you make me feel short. Fun fact, you can't make anybody feel anything. They choose to feel that way. So, yeah, if my height is causing you to feel short, maybe it's because you're already short. And why not just compliment me on my looks? People are going to say something regardless. So ignore the naysayers. Wear what it is that you love. If you love that fabulous pair of heels, who cares how tall that you are with them? With my heels, I stand at least 6'5", sometimes 6'6", depending on how high I go. And for the most part, it doesn't bother me. I get looks and stares wherever I go. But my motto is, people are going to look and stare at you anyway because you're taller than the average. Give them something to look and stare at. And period. All right, moving right along. Okay, my last tip for my tall beauties is shift the room every time you enter into one. Make people gawk and stare at you. And that has, yes, it has a lot to do with what you have on, but it also has more to do with your confidence. When you walk into the room, make sure you captivate a room. Get your walk together, hold that head up, throw those shoulders back, and walk into a room like you own it. Whether you have on a pair of heels, a pair of sneakers, a fabulous dress, some sweatpants, some tennis shoes, whatever the case, make sure you shift the room. And make sure with all of these tips, once you get these tips down pat, make sure you start incorporating them into how you approach dressing. Because once you get these tips down pat and start incorporating them into the way that you dress, you'd be surprised how much dressing and fashion can be fun and beneficial to you. So make sure you shift the room, get that confidence together, get that walk on, make the world your runway, and you'd be surprised how many looks and stares and compliments you will get. All right, moving right along. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found these tips helpful, and comment below some other tips that you live by as it relates to your wardrobe, how you dress, how you shift the room, your confidence level. And make sure you subscribe, follow me on Instagram, do all of the things. I thank you so much for watching. Be well and be blessed, guys. Take care. Bye.